So they pretty much sound the same, don't they? Let me resolve this. It is the same. So VSL just released a new sample library, the Fazioli Essential, which is essentially their flagship Fazioli sample, but in a much lighter version. So if you want to save some money and get the exact same sound, there's actually no real hook. Bye-bye to everyone that is going right now. But if you want to know what the difference to the $600 version is, and if you want to know some tips and tricks how I got the most out of the $100 version, then stick around. And we'll also do a 30-minute speed compose challenge, only using the Fazioli Essentials. So the first thing I would recommend is checking out the MIDI sensitivity. Especially if you have a keyboard like I do that is not super sensitive, the piano can get very loud very fast. So I would suggest just playing around with this number. I have found -30 to be the best value. They provided us with some really cool presets. Yeah, so I don't know how, but I somehow managed to mess up the recording yesterday. So we will now quickly go through the presets today. This is the concert preset. Okay, that's enough. The intimate preset. The player preset. The pop one. Okay, this is all improvised, so excuse me if this sometimes gets a little bit random. The ambience preset. And the mighty preset. I think I have not played with such a nice piano in a very, very long time. Okay, now back to Leo from yesterday. What you might already be able to tell, this whole instrument sounds a little bit roomy. Actually, this is something that is very special. When VSL records instruments, they oftentimes record their instruments in the halls. And what they offer you when you open up the instrument for the first time is a sound that works very well when you use the instrument in a recording environment, such as in an orchestral score. But if you just want to play for yourself, you might want to go into the microphone positions, use the mix tab up there, check how this sounds. You see? Already much closer. And also I would suggest using these panners up there to give the piano a little bit more of width. So this is actually where the biggest difference to their $600 edition is. If you open up this version, you see you not only have the room mix, but you also have the condenser microphone. You have the ribbon, a tube. Let's quickly take a listen through some of these microphones. Room mix. Condenser. Tube. Main. And of course, microphone positions means much more effort. They have to record much more, they have to sample clean much more, charging for microphone positions where people would need them, but then also bringing out a version where people, maybe like me, that just sometimes play the instruments at home, but not in a like professional surround Dolby Atmos kind of thing, is a super cool move from VSL, because this just allows us to have this proper amazing sound for a sixth of the price. But going back to our Fazioli Essential, you probably know that you have a sustain pedal, a sostenuto pedal, a soft pedal. But the special thing about the Fazioli is their fourth pedal. So if this is the string and this is your hammer that usually hits the string, this fourth pedal brings your hammer closer. So now when you hit the key, firstly, it takes much less time to hit the strings, but secondly, it's also much more quiet because you don't have all the power that you would generate when you have it down here. So I don't have 4 pedals, I only have the sustain pedal, but what you can do, you can either have this fourth pedal on a MIDI button, or you just simply press the right key of your mouse and it will be activated. Let's listen to it without the pedal and with the pedal. It sounds amazing, doesn't it? And I mean, especially because this piano is so big and just produces such high volumes, kind of transforms this instrument in a much more intimate instrument. So either when you have a score where you need a very calm sounding piano, but also when you have like a part in your piece where it should be a little bit more calm, the fourth pedal is just amazing. Combine this with the soft pedal and you will get something incredible. Now I will show you something that actually kind of hacks this system. Remember, we have the close microphone position, and if you're a long time follower of this channel, you will know that I've also done a review about the synchron stage reverb. And it's actually the exact same hall where this Fazioli F308 was recorded. So when we use this synchron stage reverb, we can, I would say, kind of cheat our way around on placing the instruments in a different spot in this hall. So for example, on this percussion place. We even get this dedicated piano position. And by the way, I'm by no means a professional piano player, and for me, the essential version, especially in combination with the synchron stage reverb, just for playing around and using it in the most productions that I do, I think this is the perfect combination. I don't think we need to do a walkthrough because VSL did it on their own channel, but what we'll now try, a little bit of a composing challenge, only using this piano. And I think I will limit this to 30 minutes and we will see what happens after 30 minutes. Okay, here we go. Let's start fresh. Synchron pianos. We need the Fazioli Essential. Sounds good. Let's use this. Okay, second piece. I already have something in my head like dum bum bum. Yeah, something like this maybe. So what I sometimes do when I know that I want to have this rhythm, but in the moment I don't know which keys to hit, I will just keep playing the rhythmical part and later adjust the notes. But I have the feeling of the play style that I had. Dum, dum, da, dum. Then we go to the fifth. Da, dum. Okay, but we also need the fifth up there, so we need to go in there and change this to D, and maybe 7th. It's very simple, but I like this. Also cool, just the second one, I think we have to change something with this. No, I don't like the rhythm of this one. We need to move this 1/16th to the right. Yeah, this needs to go to the F. Oh, we could go either this, or we could go, I have an idea for the bass line. Let's do this. Maybe something like this? We need something in this range. Let me think about something. Bum, da, bum, dum. Yes, nice. We are not playing with the sounds yet. I think this needs to be a little bit softer and also much closer. Yes, here we go. Okay, we have this one. Let's try something with the ambience patch. Because it's getting so muddy, we have to start using the microphone positions in a way that we place the instruments in more specific positions. Maybe this one to the left, put this to the right. This one a little bit closer. Okay, this one also closer. Oh, the bass is amazing back there. I think this first part is okay. Maybe we need something a little bit new. This is the one we need. E7, E minor 7. Okay.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Yeah, so somehow I managed to mess up the recording again. Usually I use the retrospective recording Cubase, but in this moment I hit this record button over here, which is also linked to my video recording software, so the video was stopped. Anyway, this was the result after 30 minutes. I would say, without further ado, let's listen to this piece. For the most part, I think it's quite cool, and it kind of shows what you can achieve with just this piano. VSL has really brought out a fantastic instrument for a fantastic price, I think. Now, talking about the trick before, using the synchron stage reverb is really a cool thing. And if you want to check out the synchron stage reverb a little further, make sure to click on this video where I go much more into detail. That being said, thank you so much for watching this video. Take care and see you on the next one. Bye bye.